Hello guys, today we have to explain a little bit the concept of rocks and the classes of rocks that are. And in the environment, minerals are not usually found in isolation or in their pure form. Contrastingly, minerals often are part of rocks. Okay, so as a good definition, we can consider a rock as a natural aggregate made up of one or more minerals or mineral-like matter. Okay, mineral-like matter, for example, charcoal or oil. Charcoal are made up of vegetables, especially trees. Okay, so this is because we find some fossils as part as this rock. Although, if you remember the definition for mineral, mineral is an inorganic, solid substance. This is quite controversial because, as I have just explained you, charcoal comes from vegetables. So the question is, after a long period of time, the organic matter changes into mineral-like matter, and this is because we consider charcoal and oil as rocks, very particular types of rocks. Okay, according to how they were formed, rocks can be classified in three main classes or groups. Sedimentary rocks, they are formed by fragments or of other rocks, and sometimes the remains of plants and animals, as we have considered before for charcoal and oil. Uh, so these rocks are come from other all older rocks. Okay, and erosion takes place due to wind and water activity, and all these sediments travel all through the crust and arrives into sedimentary basins, for example, the seabed. And there is a very slow process called lithification, and all these small pieces of rocks, sediments, um, produce a new rock called sedimentary rocks. Then, an igneous are also called magmatic rocks. They are formed when magma is molten rock, okay, due to the high temperature, higher than 1,000 degrees Celsius. So when this magma or lava cools down and solidifies, a new rock called igneous rock is produced. So a good question is what is magma? Magma is a mixture of melted materials, especially minerals, and gases. Okay, and this mixture is produced in the crust and sometimes reaches the surface through a volcano. One example, for example, granite or basalt are examples for igneous, also called magmatic rocks, and metamorphic rocks. These rocks are produced when pre-existing rocks suffer for high pressures and heat under few kilometers in our crust. Okay, so under our feet. So due to this combination of uh, high pressure and heat, minerals change in other minerals with no melting processes. And this is because we consider metamorphic rocks is a type of change, okay, in a solid state.